I'm Estherleon, your community storyteller. Once again, I'm so happy to be with you and to share stories. I would like to share with you why I love story time. In 1948, after the war, I came to America on this very big boat called the Queen Mary with other refugees. We were all immigrants. I was 8 years old and started school, and I felt very lonely and felt very like I don't belong because I didn't know English. But then, when it was story time, oh my goodness, I was so happy, and story time and books became my best friends. Today I would like to share a very special story with you about the American Indians. The great chief in Washington sends word that he wishes to buy our land. The great chief also sends us words of friendship and goodwill. This is kind of him, since we know he has little need of our friendship in return. But we will consider your offer, for we know that if we do not sell, the white man may come with guns and take our land. How can you buy or sell the sky, the warmth of the land? This idea is strange to us. If we do not own the freshness of the air and the sparkle of the water, how can you buy them? Every part of this earth is sacred to my people. Every shining pine needle, every sandy shore, every midst in the dark woods, every clearing and humming insect is holy in the memory and experience of my people. The sap which courses through the trees carries the memories of the red man. The white man's dead forget the country of their birth when they go to walk. The stars, among the stars, our dead never forget this beautiful earth, for it is the mother of the red man. We are part of the earth, and it is part of us. So, when the great chief in Washington sends word that he wishes to buy our land, he asks much of us. The great chief sends word he will reserve us a place so that we can live comfortably to ourselves. He will be our father, and we will be his children. So we will consider your offer to buy our land, but it will not be easy, for this land is sacred to us. The shining water that moves in streams and rivers is not just water, but the blood of our ancestors. If we sell you our land, you must remember that it is sacred. And you must teach this to your children, that it is sacred and holy, and that each ghostly reflection in the clear water of the lakes tells of the events and memories in the life of my people, the red man. The water's murmur is the voice of my father's father. The rivers are our brothers. They quench out thirst. The rivers carry our canoes and feed our children. If we sell you our land, you must remember and teach your children that the rivers are our brothers, are your brothers and yours. And you must Henceforth give the rivers the kindness you would give to any brother. The red man has always retreated before the advancing white man, as the midst of the mountains runs before the morning sun. But the ashes of our fathers are sacred. Their graves are holy ground. And so these hills, these trees, this portion of the earth is consecrated to us. We know that the white man does not understand our ways. One portion of land is the same to him as the next, for he is a stranger who comes in the night and takes from the land whatever he needs. The earth is not his brother, but his enemy. And when he has conquered it, he moves on. He leaves his father's graves behind, and he does not care. He kidnaps the earth from his children. He does not care. His father's graves and his children's birthright are forgotten. He treats his mother and the earth and his brother, the sky, as things to be bought, sold like sheep or bright beads. His appetite will devour the earth and leave behind only a desert. I do not know. I do not know. Our ways are different from yours. The sight of your cities pains the eyes of the red man. But perhaps it is because the red man is a savage and does not understand. There is no quiet place in the white man's cities, no place to hear the leaves of the spring or the rustle of the insect's wings. But perhaps it is because I am a savage and I do not understand your ways, white man. The clutter and the chatter only seems to insult the ears. And what is there to life of a man who cannot hear the lonely cry of the whirlpool or of the arguments of the frogs around a pond at night? I am a red man. I am a red man and do not understand. The Indian prefers the soft sound of the wind darting over the face of a pond, and the smell of the wind itself, cleansed by a midday rain or scented with beautiful pine. The air is precious to the red man, for all things share the same breath. Yes, all things share the same breath. The beast, the tree, the man, they all share the same breath. The white man does not seem to notice the air he is breathing. Like a man dying for many days, he is numb to the stench. But if we sell you our land, you must remember that the air is precious to us, that the air shares its spirit with all life it supports. The wind that gave our grandfather his first breath also receives his last breath and sigh. The wind must also give our children the spirit of life. And if we sell you our land, white man, you must keep it apart and sacred as a place where even the white man can go to taste the wind that is sweetened by the meadow's flowers. So, we will consider your offer to buy the land. If we decide to accept, I will make one condition. The white man must treat the beasts of this land as your brothers. I am a savage, and I do not understand any other way. I have seen thousands rotting buffaloes on the prairie, left by the white man who shot them from a passing train. I a savage. I do not understand how the smoking iron horse can be more important than the buffalo that we kill only to stay alive. What is man without the beasts? If all the beasts were gone, men would die from a great loneliness of spirit. For whatever happens to the beasts soon happens to the man, to all man. All things are connected. You must teach your children that the ground beneath their feet is the ashes of our grandfathers, so that they will respect the land. Tell your children that the earth is rich with the lives of our kin. Teach your children what we taught our children, that the earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons of the earth. If men spit upon the ground, they spit upon themselves. This we know. The earth does not belong to man. Man belongs to the earth. This we know. All things are connected, like the blood which unites one family. All things are connected. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons of earth. Man does not weave the web of life. He is merely a strand in it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. But we will consider your offer to go to the reservation you have for my people. We will live apart and in peace. It matters little where we spend the rest of our days. Our children have seen their fathers humbled in defeat. Our warriors have felt shame, and after the defeat, they turn their days in idleness and contaminate their bodies with sweet foods and strong drink. It matters little where we spend the rest of our days. It matters so little. There are not many. A few more hours, a few more winters, and none of the children of the great tribes that once lived on this earth or that have roamed now in small bands in the woods will be left to mourn the graves of the people once powerful and hopeful as yours. Why should I mourn the passing of my people? Tribes are made of men, nothing more. Men come and go like the waves of the sea. Even the white man whose God walks and talks with him as friend to friend cannot be exempt from the common destiny. We may be brothers after all. We shall see. One thing we know, which the white man may one day discover. Our God is the same God as your God. Our God is the same God as your God. You may think now that you own him as you wish to own our land, but you cannot. You cannot. He is the God of man, and his compassion is equal for the red man and the white. This earth is precious to him, and to harm the earth is to keep contempt on its creator. The whites too shall pass, perhaps sooner than all other tribes. But you may and you will shine brightly, fired by the strength of the God who brought you to this land and for some special purpose gave dominant over this land and over the red man. That destiny is a mystery for us, for we do not understand. You see, we do not understand when the buffalo are slaughtered, the wild horses are tamed, the secret corners of the forest heavy with the scent of many men, and the view of the ripe hills blotted by talking warriors. Gone, gone, gone. Where is the eagle? Gone. And what is it to say goodbye to the swift pony and the hunt, the end of living and beginning of survival? So, white man, we will consider your offer to buy our land. If we agree, it will be to secure the reservation you have promised. There, perhaps, we may live out our brief days as we wish. When the last red man has vanished from this earth, and his memory is only the shadow of a cloud moving across the prairie, those shores and forests shall hold the spirits of my people, the red man. For they love this earth, and as the newborn loves its mother's heartbeat, so if we sell you our land, love it as we loved it, care for it as we cared for it. Hold in your mind the memory of the land as it is when you take it. And with all your strength, with all your mind, with all your heart, preserve it for your children and love it as God loves us all. One thing we know, our God is the same God. This earth is precious to him. Even the white man cannot be exempt from the common destiny. We may be brothers after all. We shall see. We shall see. Thank you for allowing me to share this story with you. Stay well.